It's time for the weekly PWCC live auction. Dean, tuck in a little bit. We're a little bit all over the place this evening with the camera angle. Guys, hope you are well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the camera adjustment right there. That is perfect. It is episode 11, and this week might be the week where we have some of the craziest, biggest items that we have seen. We have endless vintage booster boxes tonight. I believe we have a very impressive ETB collection. There's over 5,000 items just Pokemon tonight. So just to give you a little insight, these weekly auctions happen every single Sunday, and the last few weeks we've seen between 5,000 to 7,000 items nearly, which has been crazy. So tonight there's 5,444 items to be exact. There's a few other things as well that we're going to discuss tonight, and you're going to see as soon as we go over to the screen, it's all changed. The website has kind of been updated. Just bring my chat up on the screen. So yeah, it's all looking a bit different, but we will talk about all of that as we get going. So we're just going to see who is in the chat. We got all the regulars here. We got Connor, we got Green Tea, we got Rhett, Ruel. How are we doing, guys?
Chris.
Thank you for joining.
Blue Moon.
Say hi to Frank for me. I will do. He is tucked up away asleep somewhere. I don't know where, but he's snoring away. Pokemark Lens, welcome in as well. How are we doing? We got Simon. So as always, guys, if you're just jumping in, be sure to hit that like button on your way in. I got my co-host Pokedean here with me as well. You just potentially lost a finger right there.
Oh.
on the microphone.
It's going to be one of those ones. I can feel it already.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
You know when you stub your toe?
Yeah, I felt that. I heard the little hit on that. Oh my goodness. So Dean is here with me. He's here with me every week, helping me present the
Green tea,
watch along.
that's my normal look. Everyone says it. It's just how I look.
Dean's been playing TCG this evening with the Butler because he's preparing for the European International Championships happening next week, which is gonna be crazy. So by the time we do the next episode this time next week, Dean will have
got the medal.
I'll
bring the medal. I'll bring the medal.
How are you feeling? Nervous?
Yeah, very nervous.
It'll be fine. I'm sure.
Trying to try out some new stuff and just see how it goes, but you never know until the day, I guess. So
no, exactly. So yeah, we're there from Thursday to Sunday next week. You don't want to do that again because you won't be doing.
We're gonna shuffle my deck.
Yeah, I know. What will you do? Yeah, and then we'll be back next Sunday as well at same time. We're always here same time, 2 a.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So like I was saying, lots of crazy items up tonight, which we will look at very, very shortly. So you can watch along with us. You can search through the auction at home as well. It is always pinned at the top of the live chat, courtesy of the lovely Green Tea. And do let us know in the comments, are you selling things? Are you purchasing anything? Is there anything you're going to be bidding on? Are you particularly looking for anything? We've had every single week people picking up in the chat loads and loads of goodies. We've also had some people selling items as well. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing what some of the prices do today. Like I said, we've got lots of vintage booster boxes, and we have seen vintage booster boxes I think nearly every week, but I don't think we've seen this many at once. Last week we did have a little sneak peek into what was coming up. I'm not sure if you guys remember, and just a reminder, if you're following me on Instagram, I always do a little story with the link to the auction around the middle of the week, so you guys can jump on, take a look what's coming up, and yeah, get involved if you want to, and just try and have a little look ahead. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for joining. AJ, how are we doing? We got John joining us this evening. Thank you so much, John, for joining. And yeah, just a reminder, pin link at the top of the chat and you can jump in and watch along. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the screen and we are going to see what it looks like. There we go. So as you can see, it already looks a little bit different. So the website itself has just had a little bit of an update, and basically they've just added a few more functions, I believe, to the filters in order for you guys to organize things and look for things, etc. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but you can see all the listings here ready to go, and it's Pokemon. So in the top left you can see 5,444 items. I've filtered it down to Pokemon as always, but don't forget you've got sports, you've got Magic the Gathering,
You got
Yu-Gi-Oh.
loads of
You've got
stuff.
all sorts of different items available. It varies every week, but in general, there's always a big mix. And sports is the other really, really big part of the auction. And there's actually a YouTube channel that streams the live streams as well. So check out my story because I always share their details on there. So booster boxes now. Already, you can see there is a huge booster box sitting right at the top this evening, and it is this Green Wing base set booster box. Immediately you can actually see the difference between the unlimited box right here. The size of the cards and the Pokeball is a lot larger. You can see it's a little bit smaller here. We're going to open up the tabs and look through it, but you can see base set unlimited, you can see Gym Challenge first edition, we got first edition Rocket, we got EX era Ruby and Sapphire, which we haven't seen yet. We did see a couple of EX era boxes about a month and a half ago now, but we haven't seen Ruby and Sapphire, so that'll be interesting. That's not a box you really see up at all very often, so that's a pretty cool one. As always, there's a lot of first edition Charizards floating around. We got a Beckett 8.5 there. We got this incredible Arceus, awesome, which we'll go into more detail as we get to it. We got autos as well, which we've seen a lot of. When we first started doing this series at the beginning of the year, there had been quite a lot of signing events in the prior months, and I think one of those first live auctions, they were like
3 weeks.
There were just autos everywhere, but there's been consistently autos nearly on every block that we've done as well. We've got English Shinings this week in a PSA 10, the Shining Gyarados, very nice. Shining Tyranitar. We've also got Japanese Gold Stars here with the Torchic, which is very nice. We got the Flareon, Japanese Crystal Zard. Some really, really big cards up tonight. We've also got the English Gold Star Charizard, one of your favourites. We got graded booster packs, first edition base set. We've got that.
Two different styles as
well.
Two
different styles, which again we can go into and compare. Or you can already see immediately how much better that looks in comparison. More Japanese Shinings. And then before we get started, I will show you the other end where when you go to like page, whatever that was, 200 and something, you've got cards starting at $5. So I say it every week and I will say it again. There is something for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're looking for high end, low end, modern, vintage, English, Japanese, everything in between. There is lots of items available for you. You've even got raw cards which have been authenticated by NBA, which we will talk about as we get going this evening. So that there's lots up for offer. And I'm going to try and focus a bit. 227 pages. Crazy. I'm going to try and focus a bit on the middle as well today, because I believe there's, like I said, an ETB collection, and there's some more really cool Pokemon coins up as well, so we'll have a little look at that. We got Thrive with us. DGen hours are upon us. Oh my goodness, you are literally one of us with the no sleep.
We got John and Lou in the building too. How's it going?
Welcome in, guys. I fell asleep, but luckily Mark woke me. Oh my goodness, it is late. Guys, let us know right now in the live chat, where are you watching from this evening? I know there's always a few people in the UK staying up super late to join us, but where else are you guys watching from? I always find it really interesting, because I think there's people who watch this stream that don't always get the chance to jump in on some of our other streams when we're doing our pack openings. So it is it's interesting. We got California, UK, Toronto, Florida, Welsh gang in the chat. I'm actually going to be in Florida in a couple of weeks. Good old North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh my goodness, the accent, I love it. We got Colorado, Portland, Oregon, 20 minutes away from where PWCC is. Oh my god, that's insane. We got Canada, Nottingham, LA, Minnesota. Where am I going in Florida? I'm going to be going to Sanibel Island. We got Lisa in Connecticut. Lisa, how are we doing?
I'm from Connecticut.
Right, Dean.
How was that? Was that good?
Dean loves an accent, but he doesn't always quite hit it. But the North Carolina, the Connecticut one might be up there again. Oh my goodness. Oh no way, you're in Fort Myers. Incredible. Yeah, so we are at the European Championships next week.
Yeah, in London.
Then we go to Dean's US accent is the same for everyone but Florida. Oh my goodness. Then we go to Paris the week after to La Gala, which is going to be really fun. So we're going to our first French card show.
Yep.
Courtesy of the lovely Mr. Fuji, who's invited us along. And then I go off to Florida after that. 8 a.m. Oh, 8. Wait, hold on. 8 a.m. in work, 6 hours, but I'm watching NASCAR and your stream. So loving life. Oh, wow. Where in Connecticut?
Where is Connecticut?
Oh, where is Connecticut?
You know the answer to this from last week. It's somewhere.
So last week we had a whole chat about a lovely place called East Carolina that not many of us knew existed. But yeah, do you know if YouTube updated about a minute ago or so? Not sure.
No idea.
Sure. We've been streaming about 15, 20 odd minutes now, so not sure. Yeah, it would be a strange time for an update.
You guys going to be doing Pokemon card deals? You never know if there's. I mean,
there's
always
deals to be done.
We're always open to be doing deals wherever we go. So hopefully, some cool stuff will kind of fall upon us while we're at like Paris. Where else are we going? You're going to Dallas.
Dallas Collecticon, yeah, that's in May.
And then LA or Anaheim in June, which will be really fun. So. Yeah, hopefully some cool stuff will happen.
Yeah, we're not doing anything else between that, are we? I feel like we're missing something.
Nah, May feels a bit quiet for me because I won't be going to Dallas. So
yeah,
I feel like May.
Oh, we got Comic-Con though, London Comic-Con at the end of May.
Right.
And then
Take that back.
June. And then we go to Japan.
Yeah, then Japan, that'll be sick.
Oh, and the National just before Japan. Right, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it now. We got to book this. We got to book
Yeah, we got lots of trips.
Because we're going to be...
June, July, August. At the moment, we're going to be out of the UK every month. Well, I'm not in May, but we've got events every month. Yeah.
Well, you're going to try and start listing them off there, and then you realise...
It's a lot.
There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot. So, yeah, anyway.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun. It will be fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Right, okay, guys, we're going to jump straight into it. So we're going to go ahead and open up our first listing of the evening. So right here we have got the Green Wing base set booster box. Now, with all booster boxes, vintage booster boxes on PWCC, they open these up to authenticate them, and there's a big description about this one right here. Just going in a little bit about the history with base set.
That is a minty box, by the way, or from the top.
Really, really clean on the front right there.
Right.
As you can see, the Green Wing right there as well. And there's just basically a description with regards to the Green Wing box itself. For example, I'm just going to read it out. I saw it earlier. Right, so while boxes that have long crimp booster packs are guaranteed to contain shadowless cards, short crimp packs are not guaranteed to contain shadowless cards. They're just giving you a little bit of a background with regards to the packs that come inside. Obviously, Green Wing holds that premium as well, which we can see. This one is currently sitting at $19,000. So basically, this is at $19,000. That's not including buyer's premium currently. Buyer's premium will be added on once the auction actually ends. So what will happen in about 34 minutes exactly. 34 minutes time, extended bidding starts, and extended bidding is now all access. So prior to the all access part, you basically had to have placed your bid prior to the extended bidding window in order to be able to then bid in extended bidding. Now you can bid at any point all the way up until it basically ends. So extended bidding starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and then the first extended bidding window runs for 30 minutes, and within that first 30 minutes, so 7 till 7:30, if items don't get a bid, they will end at 7:30.
That's it.
If items do get bid on between 7 and 7:30, they will keep going. And then the next window after that is 5 minutes. It will go at 7:30 to 7:35, 35 to 40, 45 to 45, onwards all the way till 8. And then at 8, it goes to minute windows. So yeah, that's basically how it works and what it looks like. And as you'll see as we go on, it starts to get a little bit spicy towards.
It's sometimes actually very hard to track everything. There's so many things ending around the same time.
It is.
It's very difficult to kind of track what's going on. There's some things that slip under the radar, but
we definitely miss a lot. But it's because, like as you saw, over 5,000 items. We can't get to all of them. So I am going to try and look through some more like of those middle part. Like,
and like you mentioned, there's like coins which are really cool.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at those. We got to I'm really intrigued to see the ETB collection. So we're going to we're not going to fly through it, but we're going to go through some of these higher end bits a little bit quicker. I am going to open them and show you. So as you'll see, every higher end booster box, every WotC booster box has this little video where they take out all the packs and then they tamper seal the box back up, which is what you see with these silver stickers right here. And it's just the same for all of them. They're basically at peace of mind that they're opening and authenticating the box that they're selling, and then obviously the person buying it has also got peace of mind that the box has been authenticated. This box is super minty looking as well, just looking at it.
Very nice.
So we just got an unlimited base set box, normal unlimited base set box right there. There's the green win box, which is why that one is sitting higher. That one's at $12,000 still.
Healthy price.
Healthy price on that.
Yeah.
We got first edition gym challenge as well. I don't think since we've been doing these streams, which has sort of been since the end of January roughly, that we've seen gym challenge as far as I'm aware. Maybe we've seen some unlimited, but I think that's the first time we're seeing first edition. We've then got first edition Team Rocket, which I think we have seen since doing the live streaming of the auction. I love this set.
Yes,
we've opened this a lot, and we've actually we've bought quite a few like rocket boxes over the past few years as well. I feel like this is a set no one ever gets bored of. No,
I feel like it's a set where obviously not everyone can get a holo in their pack, but there's definitely cards in there which kind of make it worth it, especially the first edition. You can get the Evolutions, Charmanders, or the starters. You get the Charmeleon. There's just some beautiful cards,
and even your non-holo rares like the Dark Blastoise and Dark Charizard, like they're still like big cards in first edition, especially if you're hitting 10s on them as well. So yeah, absolutely love Team Rocket. We'll always be a fan of that one. And then we're on to Ruby and Sapphire, which is what I wanted to look at. So Ruby and Sapphire is part of the EX era. And have you just noticed the emojis flying up in there?
I have.
That's new.
I've not seen that before.
But how's... Oh. Maybe there has been some sort of an update. I'm seeing all these like laughing emojis flying up. I'm like, what, are we comedians? What are we saying that's funny?
Yeah.
Everyone's just hitting all the emoji buttons. So Ruby and Sapphire is from the EX era. Now, we have seen, look at those emojis fly.
They're
Thank
flying.
you, guys. We have seen a couple of EX era boxes. About a month and a half ago, there was Deoxys and was it Dragon Frontiers? Butler did that stream with me. Yeah. It was Dragon Frontiers. Very, very rare boxes to see popping up on auction. They're not things, not in the quantity we're seeing fossil-based jungle being sold for week in, week out. EX era just don't pop up.
I've read or I saw someone online post that the EX era is the rarest set to get. Any of those sets, they're so hard to get. You rarely see boxes.
And EX Ruby and Sapphire is right at the start of the EX era, like with Sandstorm, etc. There are some incredible cards in this set. I actually posted a picture of my Chansey EX from Ruby and Sapphire today that I have graded. I'm a huge Chansey fan, in case people were wondering where that random fact came from. And it's Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. I completely forgot to say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, guys. Hope you're having a lovely weekend.
Lots of chocolate.
I know it's a long weekend for most of us, where it was a bank holiday here on Friday. It's a bank holiday tomorrow, so a lot of people don't have to get up for work. And they can relax a bit.
Lion.
Have a little lion.
Yeah,
it's going to be lovely. We have this natural alarm that wakes us up on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Because Dean always stays, obviously, for the stream.
Has anyone seen the film Madagascar? Feels like that in the morning. The zoo.
There's a lot of animals here, let's just say that. And one of them is vocal. Normally around 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So EX, Ruby and Sapphire. Really... I kind of feel like it's a bit of a slept-on set. People don't care for it as much as some of the other EX era sets, like when you're talking about sets with gold stars, and even just some of the sets later on in the EX era. I personally really like the set. Have a master set. Never owned a booster box before. Haven't seen a booster box come up. I can't even think the last time I saw someone selling an EX Ruby and Sapphire booster box. You certainly do not see this this box being used for box breaks.
No.
I can't even tell you. Even Rev.
No.
When's the last time? Yeah, Butler made a good
Yeah.
point. It's rare to see an EX box be open with no gold stars or be sold, because obviously people, the EX era is known for the gold star, for all the gold star cards, but obviously there are sets within the EX era, like I said earlier, that don't have gold stars. But still, I love this set. The EX cards themselves, that hollow border that follows all the way into the card, that Cosmos, is beautiful. But yeah, thought this was an interesting one. Currently sitting at $8,500. Not sure where this will end up, but I'm interested to see. So we will keep this one open. You will start to notice that I like a good tab being opened.
Yeah,
but only for
tab,
this.
Love a tab.
You love a tab unnecessarily. I love a tab where it's logistical.
The more tabs,
right,
the better.
I am looking at your laptop right now, and I am gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah.
How many tabs have you got open?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Right, and can I say that 18 of them are YouTube? You can't watch that many videos at once. What are you doing here?
I come back to them.
Honestly, guys, it's an illness. It is an illness.
It is what you call being organised.
There's no organisation there whatsoever. Right, okay. We got first edition Charizards. We got this Beckett 8.5 right here as well. And then this beauty I want to take a little look at. Now, I know the Butler is a huge Arceus fan. He's got a bit of an Arceus collection going on. And I know that this is a card he would potentially love to have. As you can already see, it's sitting at $8,000. This is population
crazy.
1 of 2. There's just 3 that are graded higher. This is the Korokoro Ichiban Arceus promo right here. And
Wait, what? 1 of 2, there's 3 higher.
Yeah, so PSA 9 is pop 2,
there's
and
right.
then there's 3 10s.
Got you,
Yeah,
got you, got
just the way it's worded, I can see it's a bit confusing. It is beautiful. I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can just take a real close
It almost
up
looks
on that.
like kind of like the Zoroark. It's very similar sort of thing.
So that's the Zoroark design contest cards,
Yeah.
which I believe there is one listed today. I think it's a PSA 6 or something. But we've actually seen the whole set go up and be sold since we've been doing these streams. And this is where we're kind of lucky doing these streams, actually, that we get to see a lot of these cards and follow a lot of the sales and, just see them pop up. Whereas, like, if you're not watching these streams, I feel like or watching these auctions is a better way to put it. I feel like you miss out on actually seeing some pretty cool things. Seeing that entire design contest set go up, not something that you see popping up every single week. Seeing some of these booster boxes go up for sale. I just feel like it exposes you to a side of the hobby that you might not come across if you're just sort of like not, keeping an eye on the market.
Like there's some of these things you don't get to see on the likes of eBay. Obviously, a lot of
no,
people
exactly. There's a lot of platforms that aren't gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find people selling these sorts of cards on certain platforms. Whereas here, as you can see, we are spoilt for choice. I'm gonna keep this one open. Just really intrigued to see where this one ends. I think it's a beautiful card, and I wish I could buy it for the Butler, but I haven't got $8,000 to currently shell out on that. So.
Do you think that card's worth $8,000? Chat, let us know.
Things like that is almost like the design contest cards, where they're not like your I say they're not your like most sought after trophy type cards, but they're definitely, I feel like, getting a bit more of a recognition that they should be. The Zoroark, for example.
I think it's just
but they're very niche.
Yeah, I was about to say they're just
very
so
niche.
and then it's the people that are into those.
Mm-hmm.
They are tend to willing to spend a lot more than most people.
Yeah, at the end of the day, something is only going to sell where it's going to sell because of the demand for it.
Yeah.
If there is no demand for it, and there's only 1 or 2 people interested, they're going to basically control that price. If there is hundreds of people interested in something, there's no telling where it might go. However, even if there's only 1 or 2 people interested, you could get that person who is, financially has large disposable income, and this is a hobby for them. They want to spend their money. To them, it doesn't matter what they spend. They could pay 3x for a card, a box, just because they want it right then and there, and there will be no rhyme or reason to it, but they'll do it. Or you'll find people be really hesitant wanting to spend, and that's where a price will only creep really slowly above maybe where it's last sold, or even sit just below, because again, people aren't willing to shell out, or there's no rule book with what price things should sell for or anything. It goes where it goes, and as we've seen over the last 2 years, a lot, mainly, but even before that, prices were obviously very slowly creeping up, but not like they did in the boom. Things go up and down.
Yeah.
Things keep climbing, things fall, and then things do a bit of both, where they fall and come back up. But we have seen certain things that have never really dipped and continue to hold, but we have seen other things where the prices have fallen off. The interest has disappeared. That when the whole boom thing happened, where are half of those people now?
The other thing as well is that with items like this, you usually get more demand over supply, as we just saw with that card right there. There's one of two.
There's two PSA 9 and 310.
Yeah, so there's
there's
5 cards, and there's more than 5 people willing to pay for this card, so you're obviously going to get a lot more people having to spend more because there's only 5.
These design contest cards, I feel like people are appreciating a bit more and actually recognizing what they actually are, within the pricing and stuff, which is where it's going. But yeah, I was just the whole boom, and obviously a lot of people jumped in at that point. I remember having done deals with people, their pages don't exist anymore. People are just gone, they've disappeared. So obviously a lot of people only came in for the money, and we're at that point now where a lot of them aren't there. That whole scalping thing kind of because people still talk about scalpers.
It's
but
the
scalping situation we did see. To me personally, I don't feel like it exists as it did over that short period of time.
I feel like the last, do you remember Shining Fates? That was crazy. But I feel like the last scalping moment we had was probably the Celebrations ETBs, where people were just trying to pick them up at Walmarts and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't think past that there hasn't been a product that everyone's gone, let's just get as many of these as we possibly can.
I feel like there's not as many fights in car parks now with adults over.
Or ban Pokemon products from their shops and stuff like that.
So every week we're seeing a lot of Shadowless, and we got a 10 Blastoise here. I think we've seen things like that quite a bit. This one I wanted to look at.
Yeah, literally. That's what I was saying to Lisa.
Yeah.
And Sam says, what happened to the 30k Bulbasaurs?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the UPCs, the Celebrations UPCs are a myth.
I did say Celebrations.
You
right?
did, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, those ones were crazy. Those ones were especially in the UK, shops were getting I think they were getting 1 per shop.
And unless you were because I know you signed up with your local shop, but that's only because you were a regular there and you could kind of get in. If you had a local shop that maybe you never went into or weren't super friendly with, and went in and be like, can I put my name down for that? They'd probably be like, no, I've had 10 people ask, I've only got 2 coming in. It's
the people who own the shop will probably want it for themselves.
Yes.
Because there's only one. They were like, oh, I probably just won't sell this. I'll probably just keep it.
So Wolf Kate is saying scalpers are still going to Targets and Walmarts and clearing the shelves. And that's really interesting because we've noticed Target definitely putting their prices up. And I think even if they're still doing that, it's not going to be having the effect they want it to, because the crazy demand for when we saw it with Shining Face, it's not there anymore. No. People are still, don't get me wrong, things are selling out, people are after modern sets, but I don't feel it's that Wild West behavior that we were seeing two years ago now. Definitely not. Right, so next up we have an auto right here. So this is an interesting one. This is a first edition Charizard. Now with PSA and autos, there are several different options when it comes to grading them that you can choose from, whether you have the auto graded itself, whether you have the auto just authenticated, whether you have the card and the auto graded. All different things going on. So here, the auto, which is the autograph itself, has been graded at a 9. So the card itself is not a PSA 9, it's just the auto. And immediately you will be able to see that the card is not a PSA 9. Now this is something I wanted to put to chat and see what your opinion is on it. This is the back of the card right here. This is a heavily worn card. As you can see, there is whitening. I don't think there's a gap where there's not whitening around the edge. You can see it's very worn away, especially on the bottom down here. And then if I go to the front definitely looks better. The hollow is heavily scratched, as you can see right there. So with this one, you're paying for the auto, even though it is on a first ed Zard, and I know first ed Zards in whatever condition do hold a significant value. You are really paying for that head sketch and that auto right there, specifically on the Zard. Would you guys rather have a... Oh, just as we're talking about it, jumps up. What would you guys like if you were having a card autographed, or if you were buying an auto card? Does the condition of the card bother you? So, for example, with this one, where the back is quite worn, I know you're not going to be sitting there looking at the back of it. You're going to be looking at the front. Like, does it put you off, or are you not bothered? Does this then give you the chance to, you know, buy a card that not in perfect condition? But even then, the problem is you're still having to spend a lot of money on these. They're not any cheaper because they've got the auto on them. So it's like, does it bother people? Would you rather have a battered auto? Would you rather have a card that's pristine and auto? So chat's saying they're not bothered by it.
It's quite mixed. We've got some people saying yes.
Oh yeah, sorry. Chris M, condition matters.
Some saying no.
I'd rather my auto be battered. The price, for that price, it does matter. Bothers me a great condition. I would not buy it. Condition is key. Crack it for the binder. Not buy. Okay, interesting. So there is a mix. Yeah, personally, I would want a cleaner card. But again, I know it's personal preference. But that is why you see a lot of the time autos.
Or I've got another question.
Oh, here we go.
It's a little bit different. Would you rather it's be in, say, a PSA 7 or 8 condition, signed, or one like this where it's a little bit more battered up, but it's personally signed to you?
Oh, okay, so yeah. So it says like 2D. It says
to whoever, to Connor, to Luke, to John, to Green Tea, to Chloe, to Dean. Which would you prefer? One that's personalized to you, or would you prefer one that's in a better grade and it's just a generic, just signature?
Green Tea, I haven't played Would You Rather since high school or secondary school, as we call it here. So, yeah, that is why a lot of the times with autos, especially on bigger cards like this, you'll see a more beat-up card maybe. And you'll see that they're not grading the actual card alongside the auto unless it's in really, really good condition as well. So just something to bear in mind. I will keep this one open because just intrigued to see where that one goes. So lots of goodies. We've got a first edition Shining Gyarados in a 10. We've got a Gold Star Torchic Japanese in a 10. First edition Shining Tyranitar in a 10. I mean, it's never ending tonight. This is a beautiful trainer right here. The Alola Friends. We've got a Japanese Crystal Zard. We've seen quite a few of these in English and Japanese since we've been doing this. And, oh, has that jumped up in the one? Because that was
next to the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah, let me keep looking. As you can see, Gold Stars, Shinings. I'm going to try and get through like a little bit more this evening so we can look at the sort of bits that are in the middle ground, because I know there are some ETBs. More first edition Zards. Even in a 2.5,
it's going for nearly 2,000.
Let's have a little look at the condition on this one. Just see. That
has been folded.
Better days. So as you can see, it is lifting in the corner. It is creased. It's creased across the top there as well. Heavy damage on that one. Heavy damage. And I will check out the front. Centering severely off. Like a lot of whitening in that corner. That is thick on the bottom.
Yeah, that is off center.
That is some funky centering. So yeah, just a little insight. It's currently at $1,725. We will keep that one open because I'm interested to see that
washing machine Zard, definitely.
Washing machine Zard.
Gold
Stars galore.
That rate quality.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a
Here we go. So this is the Zoroark contest card that we were talking about. So this here is the Zoroark template, as you can see. This is in a PSA 6. This is newly graded as well. This is a 72 million cert. We have seen the entire set of these cards go up in the past, like I think it was like a month and a half ago. graded between 9 and 10s, I believe. Don't think we've seen a PSA 6 before. I don't know what's on that makes it a 6. But yeah, really, really cool card with the Ho-Oh like on the artwork there as well. But again, very, very niche. They're still big cards. But it just depends if that's your cup of tea, shall we say. So just wanted to point that one out. Shinings, Grand Party, more autos, more shinings. So we're gonna keep flicking through these just to see more. There's loads of shinings tonight. First edition.
Oh, is that going for 30k? No, okay.
We'll do a rain check on that one.
Edition Zard.
In a 10, very, very nice.
Both pulled that in English.
So this card right here. So we've seen a few of these cut cards. We saw one last week or the week before, I think.
Is the story behind these that players at the Worlds were given these like blank template cards for illustrators to sign?
You can see this is World Championships 2004 right here. And then the card itself had that like little bit of hollow, was blank there, and then was blank up there, but had that hollow that sort of run through the card.
Go back to the front. Look at the top right corner, how that's cut, by the way.
That took the guillotine.
That is hand cut. That's not machine cut. That is hand cut.
These are very, I think controversial might be the right word. I know some people are not keen on them at all. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. It's, again, in this hobby, we see a lot of the same all the time. It's cool to see things that are a little bit different. I think they're pretty cool. I will leave that up. That's Harada right there.
I wonder if they could pick whatever Pokemon to draw.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the background of the process of that was, but I think they're pretty cool cards. Yeah. So I will leave that one open just to see where it goes. We got Umbreon VMAXs. We got the card that I absolutely love and one day want to own in a 10, but we saw a few weeks ago how expensive it was.
So nice.
So in BGS, this is a 9.5. This is a population 1 of 7. There is no Beckett 10s of this card.
The puddle makes that card.
It looks like, I can't explain it. It's just like, this card is fascinating to me. I absolutely love it. We got Dean. Did I see we got Dean jumping? Am I absolutely seeing things? Is Dean Hunter here?
No idea.
Can Butler confirm? Did you see Dean Hunter jump in?
He's playing TCGs. He's vibing.
Oh my goodness! I've just got him. He's just on my mind. My favourite European.
We got Tour Tank in the building. How you doing, bro?
Welcome in, Tour Tank. How we doing? Yeah, I love this card. I really want to own this card one day in a 10. It'd just be one for the personal collection. It's an absolute fortune. Here in a Beckett at 9.5. An interesting fact. There's no Beckett 10s in this card. So if you have a super pristine minty condition, is it worth maybe trying to? Yeah, I might leave that one open because I'm just interested to see where that ends in a 9.5.
Yo guys, I got a great deal unweighed base set for 180 but got a Blastoise. Oh nice. What in a pack? Congrats. Toby says I've got a question. Yeah, go for it. Guys, you have any questions in the chat, feel free to let us know. Just comment them down below. I wouldn't spam them just in case the mods think you're spamming, but
mods get the hammer out.
Yeah, feel free to just type out your questions and we'll try and get to them as much as possible. Right, up next we got this beautiful Pikachu.
Yeah, so basically wanted to open this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think this is one of the more expensive raw cards we've seen up. I think the Miriam was up there the other week, around $800. So basically what this is here, this is a raw card that has been certified authentic. It has not been graded out of 1 to 10 like we see with PSA, CGC, Beckett, etc. This is a raw card, and basically what happens here is the raw card is sent in, it is certified as an authentic card, and then it is placed in this top loader with a little label to confirm that. And basically this is peace of mind for the buyer that they are buying, the raw card they're buying is authentic, especially when you're looking at these more expensive singles, like we've got the screen promo right here. You're not going to be wanting to shell out loads of money, not knowing whether the card is real or not. We see a lot of these NBA cards at the lower end, but we do occasionally see these higher end singles as well. This is a favorite of mine. I'm trying to put the set together. Currently in 10, but it's a little bit expensive. Yeah, so that's going to take a while.
The other thing is that a lot of people, not everyone loves slabs. Obviously, we showcase a lot of slabs in the higher end of the auctions. You tend to see slabs, but there's someone out there that just likes collecting cards for their binders. This is the perfect way to get those cards because you can buy with confidence that they're absolutely genuine. And it may actually be a little bit cheaper than buying a slab to like maybe crack out to get the cards put into your binder.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, this is a beautiful card right here. In a 10, really, really big card as well.
You got the sus Eevee in the background.
Over yeah, I know, yeah. Over $2,000 in a PSA 10 for this card in particular. The Mimikyu also holds a really, really healthy price. So yeah, no surprise that it's sitting at that sort of price right there. So just wanted to point out what the NBA was for those who were interested. Luke, they are expensive cards. They're very, very expensive cards.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to keep going. So again, we got more of it, lots of vintage at this sort of stage right here. We've got that reverse Celebi in a 10 right there. Very, very cool.
Toby says, so I have a graded Moonbryon from Eevee Heroes, and it's a 10 from Pokegrade. Does this still hold the same kind of value as a PSA 10, etc.?
No.
Personally, I would say no, because PSA is basically the industry standard. It's kind of what everyone...
Whether you like it or you hate it.
Yeah, it's what everyone kind of goes by, where Pokegrade is it's not as what's the word? Begins with an R. It's not as reputable. Reputable. I can't say the word.
He's trying, people.
As PSA, just because Pokegrade is a UK company, and people in the US won't know what that is.
For example, when people are buying and selling, all you ever hear people say is the last PSA 10, the last PSA 9, the last PSA this, the last PSA that sold. You don't even hear people say the last CGC sold for this, the last Beckett sold for this. And you do occasionally. But PSA, whether you like it, you hate it, it's the market
industry
leader.
Standard.
Yeah, they've been around for a long, long time. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of grading companies out there. Some of them might be great, but the main comparison is mainly to PSA 100%. A lot of the time, and even CGC and the likes of Beckett get compared heavily against PSA, and they've been around a long time and are very, very big in the game themselves.
So what you could do from that, Toby, is if you are trying to get the maximum amount of value out of that card, is maybe look to cross grade it to PSA. They might not grade it a 10. It's never guaranteed that.
That's the other thing.
They will grade it a 10 because obviously different companies have different criteria. But if you're looking to get the most value out of that card, then you may want to look into cross-grading it over to PSA.
There is no guarantee that just because another company has graded it a certain grade that it will cross into the same grade at a different company, whether that's PSA, whether that's CGC, whether that's another smaller company. There's no guarantee to say that they will agree with the grade right there. I've just found one of the ETBs already. I've just opened it up. We've got the Generations ETB right here. This is an expensive ETB. This is a popular ETB, 2016 XY era Generations. Beautiful. Love this.
I don't remember ever seeing these in shops because this is when I started getting back into Pokemon, was Generations and Evolutions. I picked up the the Charizard, the Blastoise, Venusaur, Pikachu boxes. I don't think I ever remember seeing the ETBs about. So,
and also with this one in particular, it's just not one you see very often, which is also why it holds the sort of price. Generations is also a
subset.
It's a
booster box.
It's a
holiday set.
Yeah, and it's fairly sought after within that era as well. So that's why we're seeing that sitting at $410 currently. But I'm just, as you were talking, I'm just scrolling through. We've got all these stamp promos. Here we go. We're getting to the ETBs right here. I'm going to keep going and just opening a few up, and then we'll take a little look at them.
Toby says, I figured that would be the case. I'm just dubious about sending it to the USA and hope to get it back. That's understandable. That was me. Was that an alt art from Keep Going Up? Yeah, it is. It's the Magikarp. Is that Japanese? Oh, wow. Sorry. I was like that, Toby, to be fair. And then that was just before the boom absolutely boomed and everyone was sending their cards to PSA. And
the boom was booming.
It turned from a 6-month wait to a 2-year wait. So it took me 2 years to kind of decide to then grade my cards, but it's usually good.
And you know what? Like for me, for example, I feel safer my cards being with the likes of PSA, for example.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sending in quite big and more expensive cards. I don't know how I'd feel about some of these newer, smaller grading companies looking at them and grading them personally. But again, it's personal opinion, it's personal preference, it's personal choice. Doesn't mean there's any right or wrong.
Graded game. Oh, Scarlet and Violet.
I'm just opening up a load of tabs right here because I just wanted to open up as many of these ETBs as I could. Another thing we've just seen is Gold Star galore with the Raikou, Suicune and Entei. Which we're seeing every single week. There's a bit of a story behind those.
Oh, that's a cool ETB right there.
Oh, if the person who's selling the ETBs in the chat.
Where are you seeing this?
Thanks for the shout out. Sad to part with them, but sure they're going to find new homes. Green Tea just tagged and said AK Bain is selling. Oh my goodness, what a collection!
What's the story? How long have you been collecting them for?
Right.
Like, what's the deal? Let us know. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool to let us know. Yeah, that's sick. Breakthrough is really cool. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? I've never seen a Fates Glide ETB.
That is a bougie ETB right there.
What's the oldest one you have? Are you selling all of them?
Have you got any of the plasma? I imagine you haven't got any of the plasmas because they'd be sitting quite high up in the auction.
That Lugia is awesome, by the way.
That one in that bottom corner.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right, just having a little flick, and I think we'll start. Oh, okay. I've got evolutions.
If I were to do it, it would be a PSA or Beckett, but it's just one of those things I'm worried about. That's totally
understand
fine.
that. Yeah, totally understand that. It's a big thing. Sending your cards anywhere, let alone across overseas. We offer a middleman service for those who are a bit unsure about doing it from the UK, just to try and help and ease that. Right. Oh, Hidden Fates.
Hidden Fates ETB. What's that at?
I thought I saw something there that wasn't what I thought.
The
right.
Matrix glitch there, people.
Where are we? So we just saw Generations right there. $410. And guys, you're about to notice that extended bidding is going to start, but it's all access. So you don't have to have placed your initial bids. You can jump in at any point and start bidding. But if there's no bid on this between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Pacific, it ends at 7:30. And don't forget, buyer's premium is not included in any of these prices that you see. Buyer's premium will be going on top of these. So next up, we have got Unbroken Bond. These ETBs are just so good looking. You can understand why people put ETB collections together because visually they're incredible. The only thing is they take up a lot of room.
Yeah, they do.
I started putting together an ETB collection and I swiftly realised I had nowhere to display it.
Mistakes were made.
You need like a whole wall that you just don't need to use for anything else.
You need a room, not a wall.
Not everyone has got that available.
Make an ETB fort.
30 total starting from XY Breakthrough. I actually bought a ton of them in 2020 when I got back into collecting during the pandemic. I had a big wall of them, but current space is exactly able to accommodate the continued ETB wall expansion. Because the thing is, you're going to keep continuing with all the ETBs that keep coming out.
It's never ending.
So, like, then what?
Yeah.
You need a museum for ETBs. This is a beautiful ETB. Again, not one you see jumping up very often. You got the Charizard and Reshiram on the artwork right there.
2019. It's in my glass cabinet.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful looking ETB.
Beautiful.
Where can I find the info? I've seen a few middlemen services, but it's currently slab, so we'll probably need to be broken. I don't want to break it. You can drop either us an email. I think yours is in the description of the stream. Dean
just dropped it. Green Tea just dropped it in the live chat right there.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat there, Toby.
Cosmic Eclipse up next.
Number one. I'm not the biggest fan of this one,
really?
Look-wise. Yeah, it's the colours.
The colours are a bit harsh against each other.
Yeah.
If we were asking Anna Wintour what she thought of the colour collaboration, don't tell. Do you know who Anna Wintour is?
I'm gonna pretend I do.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Think Devil Wears Prada.
What about it?
Okay. Oh god, I need a separate channel for that. Yes, Anna Wintour, editor of Vogue,
I didn't watch
with the bob. She's quite iconic.
I could walk.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I could walk
Right.
past her. And
What
not
I was
even-
trying to get at is in the fashion world, these colours might clash a little bit.
Right, okay.
She wouldn't approve. But on the ETB, it potentially works.
Me and her
Talisa,
would get on
thank you very much.
Me and her would get on then.
You wouldn't, because she's a fierce woman. I'm telling you that much. She's English as well. Huh? No, she wouldn't. You are a fashion faux pas on a regular basis. Huh?
Shorts and Crocs, that's all she needs to know about.
Oh my goodness. Right. Anyway, back to the ETB. I can see where you're coming from on that. There are more attractive looking ETBs. She's definitely not dead. Let's not write her off that early. There's more attractive looking ETBs, but I still think Cosmic is a pretty cool ETB. Obviously, Cosmic is still to this day a really
Popular set.
hot popular set as well. And this currently sitting at $240 is not surprising. So let's see what else we have got here. We've then got
This is a cool one.
big set right here. So Shining Legends, you can get your likes of Shining Mew, Shining Rayquaza, Shining Jirachi. You got your Mewtube as well. Shining Legends, I have to pay homage to, because it actually was the foundation of building this channel alongside Hidden Fates. I opened up so much Shining Legends. When I think about it, it was an awful lot of money. It's a little bit sickening. We went ham on Shining Legends on this channel, and we pulled it all. I pulled the Mewtube twice for one person in one stream.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I've never pulled a Shining from Shining Legends.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Oh my goodness.
I think I've opened 2 packs. Genuinely. I never got to open it.
You missed out.
Yeah,
We went ham on Shining Legends. And yeah, I love the set. And again, an expensive ETB, a rarer ETB, harder to come across. 2017, getting a little bit older as well.
Yeah.
Green Tea saying there's also a Shining Legends Raichu GX box up for auction. Oh, okay,
nice.
interesting. We'll see if we can see that.
Now I do own a few Shining Legend products. I own the Zoroark box, which has I think 8 or 7 packs in, and then one of my actually coolest sealed items I own is the Lugia Legends.
Oh yeah, where you get the Shining Lugia.
You get the Shining Lugia and the Shining Celebi, and it's really cool. I picked them up for so cheap on Amazon as well. It was
cheap as chips.
Yeah, it was it was in the boom as well when they were going. I think they go for 350 a piece, and they were just on Amazon. And I bought 5.
Chilling.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to buy 5. And they came. I was like, I feel like I've done something weird here.
Illegal.
Yeah.
I love that. Jeff the Ref, welcome in. How we doing, guys? Just a reminder, do hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you're following the auction pinned at the top of the chat as well. Another thing I do want to point out, make sure you're following PWCC, especially on Instagram, because they normally do some highlight posts throughout the week of some of the items they've got coming up, and they do some really, really cool close-up videos. So if you're sort of intrigued to see what's coming, in it, not just on their weekly, on their premiere and fixed price marketplace as well, make sure you're dropping them a follow to check it out. This ETB is so bougie.
Yeah, it's very
Babsy,
cool. Very cool.
bougie is now part of your vocabulary. I love it.
Andy
10 out of
says
10.
I've got about 100 Shining Legend packs. Those collection boxes were on sale at Walmart in the early 2020 for $10 to $15.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They
People.
sat there for months. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you cleaned up, Andy. GG. GG.
Right, next up we got Celestial Storm. This is a funky ETB.
This is.
Color palette on this one, does it work
I'm
for
a
you?
fan.
You're
I'm
a
a fan.
fan.
I'll take
We
it.
got Rayquaza on the front there. I really like this. Really cool. Celestial Storm, not a set that I really ever open.
No.
Sun and Moon. There's certain Sun and Moon era sets that just, I feel like people just don't care for them as much. Maybe in 5 years' time, people will look back and be a bit more excited to open them. But I
didn't really.
we don't
open
really
that
jump
much.
in on Celestial
I think it's
Storm.
got the Rayquaza. Well, obviously the ETB has Rayquaza.
Yeah.
I think it's got the same artwork that the Hidden Fates promo has.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
the
it's
GX.
same, yeah, I
Oh,
think
nice.
It's the same promo.
Siva, how are we doing? Where are you currently in the world? Are you currently still in the airport in Japan? Are you sad it's over? I feel like you've been there for ages.
How was the
I wish
trip,
I was
bro?
there. I can't wait to go to Japan. So we've got Celestial Storm at 210. We've then got Unified
one's
Minds.
sick.
This is such a nice ETB. Color palette, 10 out of 10. Art, 10 out of 10. Actually, a little bit trippy.
Yeah.
The
It's one of those ones where if you
pattern.
look at it long enough, I feel like it starts moving.
You know, you get those optical illusions where it's like stare at these 3 dots and then blink
Yeah.
and it's all. I wonder if we did like just stare at like
I don't want to. I'll literally be like,
slipping away.
I won't be able to unsee it.
This, like, again, Anna Wintour would approve. I wonder if we can get Anna in on one of the, like, she'll probably be sickened by all of this. This is not her vibe at all. I can feel it already.
The Pokemons? That's what she'll be like.
But in an English accent, because she's English.
Yo, bruv, you got the Pokemons?
She certainly doesn't sound like that. Oh my goodness. Again, talking about going back to why people collect sealed ETBs, you can 100% see why.
Yeah.
Things like this on display just look incredible. Sievert's in Japan airport, great trip, no seal but loads of memories with the fan. Flight is currently delayed and my 24-hour trip is now like 28. Sievert, I'm praying for you. That's all I can say. I am praying for you.
Just close your eyes and hope.
You know, Anna's got a huge slab collection. Honestly, that would blow my mind. That would blow my mind. Okay. Wouldn't surprise me a little bit. Right, next up, we've got Team Up with Pikachu and Zekrom artwork on the front there.
I'm liking it.
You are liking it?
Yeah, I'm liking this one.
I'm not as much of a fan of this one personally.
You're not feeling it?
Colour palette.
I think it works.
I think we should do colour palette for everything.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of this one.
I'm
I love the set. I love Team Up as a set. I feel like they could have done better with ETB.
I'm surprised this one's going for the same sort of price. I thought out of all of them, this one would probably be. Wait, what was Unbroken Bonds? That $299.
Where was Unbroken Bonds?
That's gone up.
300. So let's just do a little.
240, 220. That
Shining Legends.
Yeah, I thought that one would go up.
I think the thing is, it goes back to the whole bit, the auction being so big as well. Like people getting the chance to scan their eyes over everything.
But I thought with the rise of Team Up, obviously the booster boxes are probably one of the most expensive in the Sun and Moon era. You think that the ETBs? I mean, I don't think I ever saw one. I don't think I ever saw an ETB in a shop. Again,
it goes back to that thing, you know, like how we didn't really see the celebrations UPCs here. There was definitely a period of time where I just don't think the UK got the stock or got those products in really, because I just don't think there was the demand for it, especially before the whole hype and boom blew up. Yeah. And obviously we're talking 2019.
There was definitely a period where like the UK wasn't getting the love.
I mean, I don't think it does now with a lot of things, let alone we are still limited in comparison, even though it's a lot better. The limitation is still there with a lot. The supply just isn't. I get we're a smaller country and the demand isn't as much there, but still, I mean.
I think it's because we share with, well, obviously we're not in Europe anymore, but like I think we share with the European countries, I think, from what I heard. So, yeah, maybe it's starting to change now, but obviously we now have a Pokemon Center, which is the website.
We don't have a physical, but we will have a physical one next week.
Yeah, we will.
Cannot wait. Is it me or is that blurred?
Yeah, it's like a bit not HD.
So we have got the brand new Scarlet and Violet Nintendo Switch
double pack.
Yeah, graded.
These are hard to get.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do not collect graded games at all.
If I had a lot of money, I would.
It's just another thing to. I don't play the actual games.
Oh, they're so fun.
What hour of my day are you proposing that I?
I mean, I
You're in the same boat.
I played 10 minutes and that was on the plane. Then I fell asleep.
Butler once bought a graded game, didn't you, Butler? Still got it. What is it?
What was that holding up?
It's a Star Wars game. Couldn't tell you what it is. If you bought a Switch, you could play the games. Green tea. If I bought the Switch, it would sit in the box.
No, you got to play it. You got to play it.
But when? Please tell me when.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that one.
It's a busy life. $210 on this one right here.
I think they're cool.
Pretty
cool.
They're
very
Something
cool.
a bit different. So yeah, interesting. Just wanted to see that. Breakthrough.
These are cool.
Now
I love Breakthrough.
You're a big fan of Mewtwo as well.
Yeah, Mewtwo's like my third favorite Pokemon, and Breakthrough is like so Mewtwo heavy. I feel like it's an undervalued set in my opinion, but maybe I'm just being biased because it's Mewtwo. But there are so many good cards. You got the 2 secret rares. You got loads of like megas, full arts. Obviously Mewtwo's Gen 1. This has 2 styles of ETBs as well. I think it has the X and the Y. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it's just very unique. I don't think like many others had the two-tone type.
I feel like they could have done
ETBs.
more with. Oh no, there is texture on it. You just can't really see it.
I hear what you're saying. That's more like singular color.
Yeah, it's very plain because
But this is XY
pattern,
era.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just the pattern doesn't stand out quite
Yeah.
as much. But yeah, obviously, again, $190. I feel
Feels
like
cheap.
Yeah, I feel like this should be.
I mean,
But again,
if
we've got
Celestial Storm's going for 210.
Yeah, make it make sense. 20, just under 20 minutes, 18 minutes until extended bidding starts. If this doesn't get a bid, this stays red. It will be selling plus buyers premium.
Yep.
When this gets a bid, it will go green, and you know it's moved into the next bidding window. So we got both the breakthroughs right there. Really, really nice. These all seem cheap.
This
I
one's a
agree.
no from me. This one's a no
What
from me.
What did Dragon Majesty ever do to you?
It's so boring.
I went ham on this set.
It's such a boring set. There's just nothing about it. You've got the Charizard that's like meh. You've got the Entei? Is it Entei? That's like rainbow rare.
Just shooting it down over here.
It's just
One thing I would say, Anna would not approve of this colour palette.
Yeah,
I don't know
know.
what they thought when they designed this.
I'm with her on this one because I'd go.
I can't wait to show you a picture of Anna or at the end of this.
Do you know what picture I'm getting?
What?
Have you seen?
I'm gonna show you right now.
No, wait. What's the film with the little minions? Is it called Minions? It's not called Minions, is it?
Are you talking about yellow minions? Are
Is
you
it
talking
like-
about
no,
the
no,
minions?
No, is it like no? There is a Minions film, but that's from another film, Indespicable Me or something.
Oh yeah, in Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a little
That's
woman.
Anna.
Right, type woman in Despicable Me. That's what I pictured.
You don't recognise her.
No, not really.
Jesus Christ! If she walks past you in the street, you wouldn't bow down.
Why would I bow down? Right. Okay, that is not
You're thinking from The Incredibles.
the little small
You're
one.
thinking of
Is it Incredibles? She's like, wears black.
Yes, what's her name? Incredibles.
Oh wait, someone's put it in the chat. She kind of looks like Edna from Incredibles.
Edna.
Yeah, her. Yeah, her. That's who I'm feeling. That's what I thought in my head.
The hair is similar.
Yeah.
Hair is similar.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Who said that? Talisa. Yeah, that's who I meant.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok that dresses up as Edna and shuffles everywhere?
I've seen the walk. Have you seen people do the walk?
He bends down, right? But like he squats, but he like does it really, really quickly.
I don't know how
It's
they do
wild. It's wild. Anyway, we've gone left. Okay. Steam Siege. Now, not a sought after set. However, the ETB holds value. It's a rare ETB. It's 2016
Wait,
XY era.
Didn't you buy one for 300? But
Part of the ETB collection.
didn't you buy the
Steam
Steam
Siege.
Siege for 300?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's currently at $190 right here.
Can you check your forehead? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Steam Siege. I mean,
Excuse me.
once again, the X and Y, they didn't really have the designs on point.
No, they were lacking in the marketing department,
Yeah.
I'd say.
But, I mean, for Steam Siege, which is arguably one of the worst sets of all time.
Again,
It's
they're
still
just a
going
bit
from a-
flat, these designs, aren't they?
I mean, I still like that, though. I quite like the picture of the Gyarados.
I
the
like
Mega
Breakpoint. You got
Gyarados.
the secret rare Gyarados. Steam Siege was the hardest to find for me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Even though the set people don't love, it's the sealed tax on that one.
Yeah.
If you're putting an ETB collection together of sealed ETBs, you need them all. It's not an easy one to find. That is something that people pay more for because they don't care about the set. They care about it being in the ETB collection. But again, we got XY Breakpoint right there.
Beautiful.
XY, have we got both of them?
Those
Yeah,
are worthless.
Evolutions.
Now, I believe the reason these ones are looking quite low, you think Charizard artwork on the ETB, it's Evolutions, which is one of the best sets or one of the most popular sets. I believe there was actually a recent restock of these like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
Do
why
you not
does
remember?
that sound familiar?
I remember people picking up
Where
a load of them at like Costco in America. I think it was Costco or Walmart or something.
I
feel like there
vaguely,
was a
now you've said it,
huge-
I vaguely remember that,
there was like a
which is wild.
big
Like
restock out of nowhere.
2016.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What?
I don't get it.
So yeah, you got the two artworks again. You got the Charizard and the Blastoise. Yeah, again, fairly pricey ETBs.
So maybe they're quite easy to get.
Yeah,
get a
and they're
hold
just
of.
not as sought after anymore.
Yeah.
That could be one. We got Fates Collide. That's a bougie ETB.
I like that. I'm feeling this one.
Yeah, for an XY era ETB, I'm there with it.
Yeah, I'll respect it.
I need to touch the Butler's mullet for luck. Butler, could we borrow your mullet?
Butler's growing a ducktail.
Do you know what? Oh my goodness, I forgot to say
Let's
it
not
to
go
him.
there.
No. I forgot to say it to him when he woke up. It was either this morning or yesterday.
All right, we lost the.
He had a mohawk.
He had a mohawk.
Because I was thirsting for the loo so badly, I didn't focus on it. I walked in to the bathroom, and by the time I come back, it was gone.
It was what?
It was gone. But when
You sure you didn't dream this one?
I'm crying because it's just come back to me. When he I'd got up first and he wasn't quite awake, so he'd lifted his head and he was half asleep, and all it was it was fully up at the front, and I felt like saying nice mohawk, but I forgot. Oh my goodness.
You missed the opportunity.
I wish I'd got a picture because I don't know how it formed that shape. Because he hasn't got the hair for a mohawk. But it was upright. Oh, my stomach is hurting. We just got a member. We got AK Bane. Welcome to the membership. Sorry you've joined at such a crazy time, but I appreciate you.
I can't translate, guys. I'm trying to work out.
Basically, a Mohican, like the point.
Yeah, we know what a mohawk is. Basically, the butler doesn't have the style to have a mohawk, but apparently he woke up the other day with a mohawk. And then Chloe went to the toilet, came back, and the mohawk was gone. So I'm trying to work out if she actually dreamt this and this didn't actually happen.
It happened. Because I remember just staring at him. I think he said something to me, and I was like, what has happened to his hair? Oh, God. Butler, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that the other day.
So basically, she actually wanted to go nice mohawk, but missed the opportunity 'cause she needed to go to the toilet. She wanted to go nice mohawk, and then came back, and you'd sorted it out. So she was really upset about it.
He de-mohawked. Oh my goodness. I wasn't dreaming, I promise. Oh.
But good news is that someone's bidded on the Fates Collide
Someone's
ETB.
what? Bidded?
Bid. Someone's bid. Someone's made a bid on the Fates Collide ETB. So this will be moving into the next window.
Bougie ETB.
Have any of the other ETBs ended?
So
No.
they won't for the next 10
10
minutes. And then we got the Hidden Fates. Again, really popular set. Obviously a lot more
recent.
2000. We say that 2000.
4 years. Well, coming up for 4 years.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like what?
What has happened in the last 4 years?
Wait, so am I touching a mohawk or the mullet? What is it? Party in the business in the front party?
Potty where? What did she say?
Party.
Potty.
Party.
Party in the window.
Business in the front, party in the back. Mullet.
Hold on a minute. Where are we going with this?
Because at the
I'm
front,
not saying anything.
at the front is professional, so your business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, whoa now.
That's a common saying about mullets.
I never heard that about a mullet.
Ask Billy Ray Cyrus.
All I've heard. Who? Billy Cyrus.
How do you not know who Billy Ray is? Miley Cyrus's dad. He's a famous singer. Achy Breaky Heart.
Good for him. Right.
I think I'm getting abs from laughing laughing right here.
Oh my
Exactly, John. Thank you. It's a known mullet saying.
God. Is it? Right.
How do you not know who Billy Ray is? Damn. Right. We got 8 minutes, so we're going to keep flicking through.
Castle, I've never heard that saying in my life.
Exactly,
I swear down.
Talisa. Billy Ray was the mullet of all mullets. Quite a lot of graded games up this evening. Back to the cards.
Yeah, let's
Oh my goodness. At least we keep it fun. This Stanley is so big I'm having to move it out of the way of the screen.
no comment on the mug.
A mug for a mug, apparently.
Yep.
Okay. Some alt arts. We got CGC right here. Billy still has a mullet. Live strong, the mullet. Oh my goodness.
Is this the right stream I'm watching? I feel like it's an alternate universe of cloned in.
It might be.
It is 3:30 in the morning, or 3:30 a.m.
Do you know what, guys? We're having a good time. We're laughing. We're watching some incredible cars. What a better way to spend the day.
Yeah, 100%.
That was not an intentional rhyme. But it
Having
rhymed.
a way. What did you say?
I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad
Even
you're
I
with
just
us.
rhymed.
We got the Mewtwo GX right there. Beautiful
Do you
card.
need to learn geography and mullet culture? I'm so sorry. I need to
Oh.
brush up on my mullet.
Another ETB Ultra Prism. I want to try and find the coins as well. 120. I like that. I think that's a
cool.
really, really
Yeah, that is
nice.
cool.
Really, really nice. I'm just going to keep going because I want to try and find some of these coins. And the thing is, I don't know where they're going to be.
I feel like ETBs.
I might have to type in coins.
Pokemon coins.
Ah, here we go. So I just wanted to point these out because there were quite a few of these last week, and we only ended up sort of catching one or two.
Did we even see how much the Charizard went for?
No, I don't think we did in the end. Oh, and one thing we have not done yet, and we need to do it really, really quickly.
Yeah. Last card standing.
Well done. Last Pokemon standing. I am going with Psyduck.
You're going Psyduck. I'm going to go.
Let us know, chat. So yeah, it's these ones here that so this is CGC's coin grading like sister company, I believe.
Did I go Charizard last week? I think I did.
Did you?
I think I did. Or did I go Pikachu?
Butler went Arceus. Did you go Arceus last week? And there wasn't an Arceus. It was something comical. Oh, Jinx. Right, let's open up some of these because these are really, really cool. I really, really like these. So we got Tortank. Obviously, Tortank with the Tortank.
What are you guys going for in the chat? Dean, you can't betray me. Is there?
Let's open.
Is there any blast? There's one Blastoise. No, it's the. There was a. Was it a Shadowless?
We got Mew, Swampert, Entei. Loving these Snorlaxes.
I need to have a look at the cards.
Let's have a little look.
Let me have a look.
Right, so while Dean's doing that, we're going to look at these coins. Really, really cool coins. I hadn't seen this coin graded holder right here. And this is NGC, part of CGC, basically. I did think it when I saw it because I saw the logo and recognised it. And these have an interesting grading scale. I believe it's out of something like, is it 75? Someone said in the chat. So that's MS66. So we got Jinx here. This is just not something you see very often or come across.
Like Jinx going, bah!
Yeah, or that. Jinx out to scare you. I've got achy breaky heart in my head.
How does it go?
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart. Yeah, I do know that song, to be fair. Is that Miley Cyrus's dad?
Yeah, Billy Ray.
Saying his name ain't gonna make me go, oh, there, yeah, okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Well, now you know, so get to know. This would be a cool thing to actually put like an entire collection of together. I think this could look quite cool as a display graded.
I believe that was a game.
These actual coins.
Yeah, these coins are
yeah, so it's Pokemon battling coins. That one's literally just had a bid. The Snorlax is holding a really, really nice price right there.
65.
That's a 65. There's obviously.
Was it 65 we went up to?
I think it was 70.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
70.
65.
Connor says
70.
70. The Kangaskhan right there. The Snorlax is obviously a more sought after one because I think these two are holding. They've all just had bids on them as well.
Cool.
The Snorlaxes are both at 105. One's a 66 and one's a 65. The Psyduck is also looking pretty healthy at $40. So I have no background as to what the pricing should or shouldn't be on these. Had never seen them before in these little holders. I'd seen the PSA coin holders. But But
I'm gonna go Snorlax. I made my decision.
You're going to go Snorlax. Okay. This Charmeleon's really nice. They're really vibrant as well.
Yeah, they are. They're
really vibrant. So I just think these would look really nice, like putting them all together on display. I think these are pretty cool. We got Sangale going with Ho-Oh. I have bid a coin currently. Echo, what one are you going for? Let me know. And do you have more of them, or are you picking up your first one? What's the plan there? We got Kerry jumping in. Late night gang. Kerry, are you just waking up, or are you just going to sleep?
Tortank. Oh, you're saying betrayal because I went Snorlax.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Tortank. I've got you.
Right, I'm going to leave a few of these coins up just so we can see where we go. We are tabbing over here, by the way. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to our normal view. I will at some point do a little recap of the whole... Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. Shadowless box. Or Green Wing box.
That was at 19,000.
Yeah, 34,000. That has flown up while we've been chatting away and achy breaking and having fun. Base set unlimited currently at 12. So these ones, as you can see, they're still red here. They have not had a bid. They need a bid in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds in order to move into the next bidding window. Otherwise, they will end there with buyer's premium on top. This has had a bid, so this will be going into the next window. Yep. So let's have a look and see where else we are. Rocket still hasn't had a bid. Ruby and Sapphire still sitting there. Quite a few of the... So we've had really mixed weeks where sometimes the higher end items have ended pretty early, and then sometimes they've held on literally all the way to the end. But there's been no rhyme or reason with it. It's always been a slab or something different. There's been no pattern. And like we said, it's whoever's watching and whoever's drawing in that interest. The next slab down that's had a bid is the Torchic Gold Star right there. That is a beauty, holding a really nice price there of 5,750.
That's gone up a lot as well.
Green Tea's going Raichu.
Chris is saying Rayquaza. Echo says I'm picking up my first one, and I'll say after I win because I don't want to get sniped. That's totally fine.
That's absolutely fair enough. You don't have to tell us what you're bidding on until you've won it. If you want to not make sure there's anyone else jumping in on it, I totally get that. Oh, there's that first edition pack that I couldn't see earlier. That's 2,800 right there. So a few of these slabs have had a bid. So we're just going to leave that sitting there. We're going to just go through our tabs. So we've seen that absolutely fly up to 34,000. Oh, Gym Challenge has just had a bid, taking it up to $12,000 right there. Yeah, base set is still currently sitting at $12,000 as well.
Wow.
So buyer's premium is 20%, guys, 20% on top. So let's see if we can just get through all of these tabs real quickly, see if any of these have moved. These are some of the ones we were looking at. The first edition Charizard PSA 2, CGC 2.5 has gone up to 2,100. The cut Crobat right there has gone up to 875. This has jumped up to 87. Huge difference from the PSA 10 price. What did PSA 10 go for? Like
thousands.
Like 7 or 8. Was it 7 or 8,000 on the Suicune EX? Or was it not quite that much? It was that much, yeah. It was around 7. So a PSA 10, you're looking at over 7,000. A BGS 9.5, you're looking at 875. You can see the subgrades on that right there. So we've got 10, 10, 9, and 9.5. I'm just intrigued on that one for a personal collection reason. ETBs, that's had a bid.
Ooh.
20 seconds to go. Some of these ETBs are going cheap in my opinion.
Yep,
oh, that's just jumped up. I'm seeing some of these ETBs that I'm thinking should be more than the ones that are currently more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you...
What?
Steam Siege.
What?
Steam Siege. Back where it belongs. $330 right there.
$300 was a steal.
We love to see it. Okay, right. It's just it. Right. The bidding window has just finished. So we'll be going into our next 5-minute window. And what will happen here? It takes a couple of seconds. Here we go. Right. Oh,
Green Tea asked a very interesting question.
Yeah, go for it.
Says, do you think people buy a shadowless box with the intent to open it to see if there's a Zard, or would you keep it sealed?
Green Tea is a very, very interesting question. Obviously, with these boxes, they are opened and tamper sealed back up for authentication reasons. This sort of box is not a box you would potentially see being bought up by rippers and shippers. Very much. Number one, because of the price.
Yep.
Number two, because it is more of a sealed collection item. If you are out there and you're buying this box to sit at home with a lovely glass of wine and start ripping it, can we be friends?
All the best.
What do you do for work?
Yeah.
Let me know. That is that's degenning.
Can I open a pack?
Yeah, that's degenning on a whole new level. Do you know what I've got in my head? Like this house, like in the Hollywood Hills, overlooking LA. Some bachelor, he's got a night off. He's not going out. He's not partying.
Sun's setting.
The sun is setting. He's got red wine in hand, and the box is on the coffee table, and he's just like, let's do it. And he's just
classical
sitting there
music playing
with his golden retriever, just peacefully.
Yeah.
The Zard is pulled. He looks at it. Love it. I don't know where that just came from, but we can make that a movie maybe. But yeah.
Be a quick movie.
Who knows? What?
So that'll be a quick movie.
Yeah, it would be. You could string it out. You get a good 20 minutes out of it. So yeah, that's an interesting one. It's still going. The unlimited base set box has sold at 14,400. So it looks like the First Ed Gym Challenge is actually going to go above that because that finished at 12 without buyer's premium. The Rocket Box went for $12,600 first edition.
Typical price. Maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah. We got the Ruby and Sapphire box. So again, like we said earlier, not something we see coming up very often. Went for $10,200 inclusive of buyer's premium. We've got an 8.5 Beckett first edition Zard going for $9,600. The Arceus went for $9,600 as well. Huge price on that right there. Again, beautiful card. Understand it's really, really niche. So again, it's just whoever's interested in it, having that money available basically to buy it. Shadowless Blastoise in a 10 went for $7.5. Okay, so the auto here of the first edition Zard, where the back was looking not the cleanest, sold for $6,300. So just showing to you that number one first edition Zard, even in a bad condition, holds its price because we've seen that CGC 2.5 sitting already over a couple of $1,000. But the auto and the sketch obviously adding a lot to the value right there.
That sketch is so sick.
Really, really nice.
Really cool.
We've got a Shining Gyarados PSA 10 going for just over $5,500 right there. Quite a few of these ones have actually ended up selling.
What about the ETBs we've had? Because we've got 1 minute.
Let's have a little
look.
Okay.
Next one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I did, because I think that's the first time we've seen. I'm going to close down some of these that have sold as well, just so we can detab something that you should learn to do. It's healthy. So the PSA 2, I keep saying that, the CGC 2.5 currently at $2,300. So
got a bid, yeah.
Cut's still going. That's still going, 875. Right, Generations ETB still going. The Unbroken Bond sold at $360.
That seems about right, I guess.
The Cosmic sold at $288. I'm surprised. I always feel that Cosmic always goes expensive, but maybe it's dipping a little bit. Shining Legends going for $264. Another one that normally holds what I think that's cheap. I think
that's
cheap.
when you compare it to the other ones, it's cheap.
But even from seeing previous sales with this and what people have these what people have them listed for and what they sell for, but even then I still think maybe I've not been watching the ETB market closely enough. Celestial going for $252. We've got Unified Mind still going, ETB still going. Again,
2528.
I just feel
they
like
feel cheap.
They feel cheap for XY.
Well, when do you ever see
over
them?
Dragon Majesty.
When do you ever see them? 360.
That's what I mean.
Still bidding.
Still going. 20 seconds. Evolutions. Yeah, okay. We're seeing a lot more of that now.
That one I feel like I've never seen before.
That's up there.
Yeah.
Hidden Fates, $162.
Well, that's dropped a bit. They used to go for like £200.
Yeah. Ultra Prism, $150. Again. Okay, so that Jinx coin sold for $13.20. I wonder if the Snorlaxes are still going. Kangaskhan, same price. Snorlaxes, there's obviously something about these Snorlax coins that they're either rarer or it's literally just had a bid to push it up into the next. Oh, it's sold.
Sold for $126.
Damn. So the Snorlax was the highest price one there.
It's like $100 more.
It's quite a lot. So let's have a little.
Fates Clyde, purple and gold, East Carolina University colours. Go Tigers.
Oh my goodness. Right, okay, so Green Wing's still going. Gym Challenge is still going. The next slab up from there is a PSA 9 Gold Star Charizard. You own a Gold Star Zard in a 7.
Yeah.
Dean's a big Charizard fan. So I had a bid on the Bulbasaur coin and just won it. Echo, amazing. Very, very nice. We have got Sattown. Won
did you
all
win?
3 of my bids. Nice. PM, is that PNW?
Yep.
PNW just won a card as well. Guys, let us know what you're winning. Let us know.
Sarah
just
says won a 3.5 reverse holo Aquapolis Zapdos. Cracking it from a binder. Very nice.
Okay. Right. So still quite a few big items. So bear in mind there were 5,440 odd. We're now at 606. So this is where you see it start dropping off a bit.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets, you know, a little bit stressful keeping up with it because it's
the window's got
it gets
5
tight.
minutes.
So where do we think this is going to end?
36,000.
Obviously, bear in mind, Buyer's Premium is going to jump on top of both of everything you see here. Won the BGS 9 Cardass Vaporeon. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
One Rainbow Entei and Latios. Ooh, nice.
Connie, you love the rainbows, don't
Yeah,
you? You're a big rainbow collector. So still quite a few big cards sitting here.
Bulbasaur's
not at 30,000, but this is really cool. I saw this when I was looking earlier in the week, and we obviously missed it because it was a little bit further down. But yeah, the Japanese Stormfront Zard signed and sketched by Arita, and we're actually seeing Arita in for the first time that we're ever seeing him at a show. Which will be really cool at La Gala in France. So really looking forward to that.
It's gonna be awesome.
Right, let's keep scrolling through right here and see where we are. Again, lots of gold stars. Really, really like that Lugia from Ancient Origins. I think that's really cool.
That's
in a 10.
Sick card.
460.
Gonna see if there's any Snorlax cards still.
Okay. What did I go for? Jinx.
Oh, we're still
We might
good.
be in trouble. We got another Masaki Gengar. We're seeing a lot of these on the weeklies. This is in a CGC 7. We've never seen a 10 since we've been streaming the auction. They very, very rarely come up. Love that Umbreon. That is a beautiful card. BGS Pop 1 of 1 as well.
Arita did the artwork for the new Kadabra art that's finally going back. Yeah, I saw for the 151 set. It looks really cool.
Kadabra returns.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to have a little scroll down. So, yeah, quite a few of the ETBs still going. Again, I'm actually quite surprised at some of the ones that are going like that over maybe the breakpoint ones.
Agree.
Yeah, a little bit. Lots of alt art. So, we've got lots of modern right here now we're dipping into. Got the Rumble, Japanese VS, first edition Typhlosion, T17 right there. In a CGC. I'm just going to try and get through as many cards that we probably haven't set our eyes on yet. Love these.
Just massive.
180. Yeah, they're obviously really bulky in those holders right there. So yeah, you kind of get to this point here where you get like your more expensive modern, like your alternate arts and your full arts and some of your shinies, and then you still got some vintage right here as well. How do you bid on PWCC? You sign up with them. You can create an account with them. I'll show you a bit of the website in a moment. We kind of haven't had much of a chance to do that tonight because things have been going a little bit crazy. We've had Mohawks and Achy Breaky Hearts. Oh, there's the other Ultra Prism ETB. We'll open that one up. That's what I mean. I feel like we have missed a couple of them just because like I said, there's so much to get through.
Forbidden Light.
I also won an Alolan Raichu surfing in a 9 to pair with the Surfing Pika promo. Nice.
That's sick.
Forbidden Light, what a beauty right there. Have we still got AK Bane in the chat? Our ETB seller. Want to know the opinion on? Are you happy with where some of them have sold? Were you
surprised by any of them?
Surprised, yeah. Did some go more? Obviously, there's still some going as well. So, okay, we've just had that window dip. So let's see where we are. $43,200 on the green wing box right there. So there it is, guys. Wow.
It's around like 3 times the price of unlimited.
Yeah. I wonder what the Bachelor with his golden retriever is going to be doing with this box.
What days you open it? I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go open a pack.
Just hit us up. DM me on Instagram. Some went lower than expected, but others went higher, so all good. Nice.
It balances it out.
Challenge is still going at 13,500 right there. This has sold at 2,760 for a machine washed first ed Zard, if you want to call it that. Cut is still going now at 1,000. Suicune is still
Creeping up.
Right, Generations ETB still going. The Unified Minds has sold at 264. You were definitely right on some for them selling low, like the Shining Legends. Yeah, I was surprised at the Shining Legends one. I will say that.
Like this one,
348.
I still feel like that one like could easily hit. Maybe
when you see the pricing of like some other things we're looking at with the hobby, I do feel like some things are mispriced.
Yeah.
Again, I know it's niche, and I know you've got to be a collector of some things, but I do feel like there is no sense with some things that the price that some things go for, and then the price that other things, like, it doesn't make sense.
Maybe 350 is a good price, because if you think about
Dragon Majesty is still going.
A booster box like a year or two ago was going for like 400.
Yeah.
And you're about like an ETB.
Yeah,
like
I suppose you start to weigh it up. Luke, it's a green wing base set box. It's not your standard unlimited.
It's a shadowless box as well.
Steam Siege, holding on there. Okay, Breakpoint has sold 228.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah,
I'd be alright with that.
Still going on the Fates Collide.
That ended.
Snorlax went for 126. 123. I really love the colour of this Ultra Prism right here. Really, really nice. And Forbidden Light still going at $98 right there. So let's do a little
I feel like they
refresh.
make sense. Now I look at it more.
Yeah?
The ones that we're currently looking at, I feel like those prices sort of reflect. It makes sense.
Right, let's go to page 1. And let's see what our highest price item is. Right, so it is the challenge box still.
Yep.
Followed by the Gold Star Zard. So people have 3 more minutes to bid, or 2 more minutes, sorry, to bid in this window. The English Gold Star Torchic, they're in a 9. Didn't see that earlier. Must have scrolled past that. Gold Star Latios, Gold Star Latios. We've got 2 9s right there.
Yeah.
One a vintage cert. One a newer cert. You can see the difference. It's like slight discoloration of the label. You can have them reholded to get the new labels, but it will keep the same cert number.
Luke asks, what's a Green Wing? So Green Wing base set box is where there was a print where they changed the Charizard artwork. And then if you have a Green Wing, you have more of a chance of the box being shadowless. First edition's Green Wing, isn't it?
And the
logo's thick.
The card on the front
bigger.
with the Pokeball, it sits. So when you have them next to each other, that's normally how you can also spot from even not looking at the side.
The card is bigger. But Green Wing,
it's noticeable when you compare the two. But obviously,
it's a different Charizard. The wings are green because they changed them to blue at some point.
On the side of the artwork. Potential shadowless. Rayquaza reverse there. Holland Phantoms in a 10. Steam Siege still going strong.
So it's it's just a chance, not a certainty. Yeah, so you can get Green Wing boxes with unlimited packs in. Basically, I think the way you tell is if you look at the packs. If they're long crimp packs, they're more of a chance of being shadowless. And then also, depending on where it says trading cards, if it's at the bottom, it's more of a chance of being shadowless as well. Are they guaranteed? I don't think it's ever guaranteed, is it?
It kind of goes back to why...
Right, it is, okay.
It kind of goes back to why people keep them sealed a lot of the time as well. They are more of a sealed collector's
just because you
item.
don't know.
Yeah. And like we said, we're not seeing Rippers and Shippers necessarily opening up Green Wing.
Yeah.
Still got a few of the ETBs still going. We've got 15 seconds until we fly into the next window.
You learn something new every day.
We got a Raw Crystal Guardian Zard. We didn't see that earlier. Again, like we said, we did. It's at this point we start to see some of the bits that we missed. Oh, it's just gone into that next. Okay, right. So the challenge box has sold.
There you go.
There was a little glitch right there. $16,200 on first edition gym challenge right there. We've then got that's still going.
That's wild, by the way.
That's
like
still
gym challenge.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that.
That seems really high.
Generation still going. Dragon Majesty style for $288. Oh, Alan got a CGC 5.5 base set 2 Venusaur.
Nice.
Alan, very nice pickup right there. Steam Siege sold for $468 smackaroonies.
That is
What's
crazy.
the opinion on that, guys? Steam Siege to the moon. Yeah, obviously the set itself, dead set. I don't like it. But if you're collecting sealed ETBs, it's a rare ETB.
Yeah.
You've got to pay the price for it, basically.
AK Bane, how you feeling about that one, bro? Were you expecting it to go for that?
Fates Collide still going as well, and this Ultra Prism still going, and Forbidden Light still going.
Yeah.
So let's have a little refresh and see where we are.
So Snorlax there going for 2,600.
240 items left, so now that's the highest item cost. This is where, like you see, you start to see a lot of them drop off. So we got, you know, just under 15 minutes until the auction will roughly be coming to an end near enough. Feeling good. AK Bane, congrats. And also thank you so much for being here and watching as well this evening. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Each week we're getting more and more people who are buying in the auction, selling in the auction as well, which is really cool to see.
Feeling good? Yes, I was thinking 400 to 500 current rate. So you mentioned, I had a feeling that Steam Siege would be one of the ones that get 1,000 plus ETVs in the future, like Ancient Origins. Yeah, it's just really hard to come by. But I was going to ask you, I think you mentioned you purchased them in 2020, right? Was Steam Siege one of the ones that you got at that point, or did you purchase some like down the line, like maybe like last year or anything like that? Because I think I heard you say you bought that one quite expensive. Or did you all get them at the same time? I'll be quite interested to know.
So I'm just having a little scroll through just to see where we are with what we've got left. So we've got 10 pages left now, down from the 277 odd we had originally.
I wonder what the price was for a Steam Siege ETB back in 2020.
Back in the day.
Surely it would be quite cheap, because back then surely people were like, that set is a no-no.
Yeah, it's that seal tax. It's like when we've spoken about certain booster boxes, why we can't really open some things on stream, because it financially, well, again, if we were that bachelor with that golden retriever living the dream, it wouldn't matter.
It was around 250 in 2020. I did have some when they were still retail, but not Steam Siege, since I don't like the set.
Makes sense.
That's interesting. 250. Wow, that's still a lot for 2020, I guess.
Isn't it mad that you end up collecting things you don't like if you're like the likes of a sealed collector, because you want to get, you know, an era from start to finish, or like that is wild. Viv, DGen hours.
What's up, Viv?
Yeah, Viv, we're here every single Sunday live streaming the PWCC weekly auction. We start at 2 a.m. UK time all the way through to 4 a.m.
What are you doing up? That's what I'm asking.
Viv, are you just getting up, or are you just going to bed? And why is the question. We got some of these Chumley cards in. We've seen a few of those recently. So we're just having a little look and seeing where we are. Quite a few of those, we've just had a bid on them. So again, $40 mark, like I said, something for everyone. It's affordable. There's modern vintage at all different price points as well. English, Japanese, other languages as well. So don't ever feel like you're priced out, because there's certain things going for tens of thousands of dollars, because there's also things going for $10 and $20 as well. So there really is a little bit of everything. Oh, SGC graded metal Pika right there. PSA have just announced that they're accepting the metal cards again, so be interesting to see how many they start just chilling. That is a late night chill
at 10 to 4.
Nah,
I swear you don't sleep, bro.
I don't know how you do that.
You are, I don't know how you do it, bro.
Right, let's keep going. Couple more pages right here. So my last Pokemon sounding was a Psyduck, and I think I've absolutely shot myself in the foot there, because I don't think I see a Psyduck.
Mine was Snorlax.
Do a little, so we're down here. We've got Japanese Radiance. We got Erica's Venusaur from Gym 2, Japanese right there.
None of my Snorlaxes have a bid on them.
Oh, no. And let's see what the lowest price card is currently.
Oh, Snorlax just did it. Snorlax just got a bid.
No.
In the last seconds.
No.
Oh no, it's sold.
Right. Okay.
I got duped.
No, it's still going. 1375.
4 minutes.
Luke, welcome in. Thank you for the super chat. Sometimes I come in the live stream and troll your mods, and troll. Oh, sometimes I come in the live streams and troll. Your mods didn't ban me, so feel bad. So have this. Luke, can't remember what you said, but thank you for the super chat.
We appreciate you, bro.
It's been a bit of it's been one of those streams.
Snorlax is still going. It just kind of glitched a little bit. So Team Snorlax is still in the last card standing.
Sarah just won a PSA 6 Umbreon Aquapolis non-holo. Love it.
Nice.
$564 on the
Wow.
Generations ETB right there has just sold. We've then got Fates Collide still going. Ultra Prism still going. And Forbidden Light still going. So there is still 3 hanging on right there. Going to do a little refresh and see where we are. I think that, 171 now. That Snorlax is still going. That blue back Top Sun right there. PSA 9, 2,700. See, I've had my fair share of Top Sun cards, but I'm not a Top Sun collector. I think they're pretty cool, but it's not something that
I'll never try and get the whole set.
No, I suppose if you're really into that, maybe, but not.
You maybe go for the one card of like your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I get that. If you're a particular Pokemon collector, English Gold Star Torchic and English Gold Star Latios also sitting.
Japanese must have sold then.
Yeah, I think it did. That must have gone for around $6,000, $7,000 though. Really, really nice Umbreon right there.
That
from Skyridge
Rayquaza is awesome. Was that like a contest win or something?
Let's have a little look here.
It's called Black and White Promo Super Rare Card Set Get.
Literally on the label. Look at that.
Super rare card.
It's really, really nice.
That's sick though.
That is really, really nice. And that's currently sitting at what, 1,600?
Yeah, it's got another bid on it too.
So Herbert just made a good point. It's the no number Snorlax right there.
It's first
which
edition.
is like basically. It's pop 1 of 5 as well, none graded in a 10. So you can see why this one holds quite the price. But again, Top Sun is a little bit niche to be, if you're a big spender on Top Sun. But again, if you collect it, then it makes sense. Quite a lot of gold stars actually this time, sitting in at this point of the auction.
Yeah.
I feel like this week was like one of the big weeks where there was just so much hot stuff. Do you know what I will do really, really quickly? Is see what we've got coming up next week. Oh my goodness. There's a PSA 10 Gold Star Rayquaza at $21,000 right there. Oh my goodness. We got more Japanese design contest promos. It's in a PSA.
Sick.
I love that. Sitting at 6,000. We got the PSA 10. You can't see it because of our screens over it. Our PSA 10 Japanese Crystal Zard sitting at 4,300. We got an unlimited. Oh no, we've got a first edition Rocket Box that has potentially seen better days.
I'd be interested what that goes for.
Oh, Tropical Mega Battle, PSA 4. Love that.
Evolution's case. I wonder what that's going to go for.
Interesting.
That's unique. Heard Dean's bidding on that Ray. Unfortunately not, bro. You can have that one. Oh, that would be sick.
Right, guys. Next week, you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you are with us next week, same time, because it looks like there is some fire cards. Oh my goodness. Gold Star galore as well.
I really still want the Mario and Pikachu.
That is a beauty.
Sun and Moon.
Guardians Rising booster box. Karen's Umbreon. Oh, guys, next week, you're not going to want to miss it.
Oh, what a game.
Pokemon Pinball.
What a game.
We might be a bit worse for wear next week because it will have just finished being at the championships for 4 days. But just hang in there with us. Hang in there.
That's also a great game. I would, if I had the money, I would collect sealed games.
Okay, next week is definitely a shout. Let's go back to this week and see where we are. Right, it's 15 seconds left.
Pokemon Snap, that game. That went for a lot, I remember, last year.
Someone sell me a PSA 3 Gold Star Vaporeon Green Tea. That's so precise. What is it about the PSA 3?
Is that because you can just... Is that PS3 is... PS3? PSA 3 is your price point for that, or are you actually after a PSA 3? That was my first game on the Game Boy Color.
Okay, a lot has sold right here. Let's just go.
It's cheap. There we go, yeah.
Okay, the cut went for 1,650.
150, damn. A big reason for selling the ETBs was to buy the Mario Pikachu, so I feel you. Hey, at least that's sick though. That's so cool that you're able to buy something else. And you know what? You saved yourself a lot of space.
Oh, definitely,
so
yeah.
I'm glad that you've been able to do that. Congratulations.
So the
Fame.
Forbidden Light ETB sold, but the Ultra Prism and the Fates Collide are still going. That Rayquaza is still going as well.
That Rayquaza is so cool.
So we're on 171 items. Let's do a refresh and see where we are. That Snorlax went for over 3,000 right
How
there.
many do we have left?
126 items.
It's quite often.
It's quite often.
Quite often. From the last card standing. Snorlax was my last card standing.
Oh, was that the only
Yeah,
Snorlax?
that was the last
Oh, damn. I don't think there's been another Psyduck apart from that coin, so
Well, yeah. We didn't do well this week.
that was a bit of a rubbish one. Lots of gold stars still standing as well. Championship staff promo right there, in a PSA 10, $650.
That's wild.
Well,
Well, is Tortank still standing?
I love how Green Tea said it's cheap, and the cheap is in capitals.
Yeah.
Let's just
Tortank, I
have a
should have
little
never doubted.
little look through and see where we are. That Espeon is really, really nice as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yokohama 2018. Some really cool cards that go up for, like, we just wouldn't be coming across or seeing half of these if we didn't see them on these auctions.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that is really cute. I love that. I'd have absolutely no reason for it and nowhere to put it.
I thought it was a playmat.
It's a pencil board, so it's like, it's quite a fair size, but that's like a nice display item, and that in particular is like, that's happiness right there.
I want to be. Yeah.
I want to be at that level.
Yeah.
That's Sylveon. I need to be there.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's just have a little flick through. We've got some tops in here as well. Tops Chrome. There's been no Tortanks tonight, has there?
Yeah.
As in
last card standing.
No, as in like there's been Blastoise, but there's been no
Tortanks.
Tortanks.
No, there hasn't.
That argument about it's a Blastoise, well, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Tortank. Let her know.
The fact that we got Tortank in the chat continuously since that stream is wild.
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a little look. So we've got 6 pages left right here. And again, we're already down to the $40 mark. So again, oh, look.
That got graded. Oh, it's Japanese.
Yeah, in a 10. Pretty cool. $42. We're seeing a lot of that with the Japanese. Obviously, it always jumps onto the market first because it comes out before. Got some Japanese alt arts as well. Celebrations down there in a pristine 10, the Mew EX.
Oh, I love that Mew card.
That promo right there.
Yeah, the holo. I need to get that in a 10. I think I have one in a 7. I think my childhood one got a 7.
Right, let's go to page 6 and then see where we are. So yeah, got Chumley.
Chansey there.
Oh my god, I should have gone for Chansey.
You actually should have, yeah.
I don't know if I've gone for Chansey.
I don't think you have.
On last cast stat. Look at the swirl on that as well. $15 for a base set Japanese Chansey in a CGC 5.5. I bet that's low pop. I bet there's not many of them rocking around.
That, surely.
Yeah. It's things like that are just cool to pick up. Maybe if you're putting like a binder collection together. Because who was it? Sangale earlier said they were they bought a card to crack out the crack out the slab to put in the binder.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go back to page 1. So yeah, guys, next week is going to be fire as well. And again, 2 a.m. UK time, 7 p.m. No, let's try that again. 2 a.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and 9 p.m. Eastern time as well. So make sure you're always here. Make sure, basically, subscribe to the channel and put the notification bell on, because that way you get alerted anytime that I go live. And I know it is super late, but if you're in America, it's actually a time where you guys are probably around to watch, because with our opening streams, for you guys, it's always earlier in the day. Like, it's either morning if you're on the West Coast, or it's either
someone said it was like really early.
like a late afternoon if you're on the east. Early afternoon. Early afternoon if you're on the East Coast. And obviously, I know a lot of people are at work, so I know people miss it and have to watch it back.
And then if you're from Australia, it's like 3 days later.
Yeah,
because they're in the
3
future.
days later.
Yeah,
they're not
in
just in the future. They are like they're way ahead right there, way ahead. So yeah, just make sure you can always watch these back as well. If you ever miss them, they are all my live streams are saved to my channel, so you don't have to worry about it. We've had a couple of things. That Suicune is still going. Still going on the Fates Collide. Still going on the Ultras, and this did sell though.
Yeah.
1950.
Nearly 2,000.
Wow. Okay, let's do a little refresh. So we're on 126 items. What is it going to be? 97 right there. So we are now in the minute bidding window. Now this is interesting because some weeks we get to this point and there's only like 10 items left.
Yeah.
There is 97 items.
That is a lot, and it can either stay like that for a while or it can drop off.
Like so in this next minute we will see. I'll pay for your geography lessons, Dean. Don't worry.
I need it.
Dean's geography is strong. Last week he invented a new state. East Carolina. You could be the mayor of East Carolina.
I'll take that.
What would you want East Carolina to look like? Yeah, what would your Eastern Carolinian East Carolinian?
It'll be next to Rotherham.
Rothingham.
Oh,
that sent us. Okay, the Suicune finally sold 1,470 right there. Fates Collide ETB still going, and the Ultra Prism sold for 190. That one is holding on. The bouginess is holding out, right? 97 items. What's it going to be? 38 right there. You see, there is an East Carolina University. There is.
Dean becomes the president of a university. I'll take it.
So Viv, basically what happens, you can bid on the weekly auction basically starting now for next week. And we then start watching the auction an hour before something called extended bidding. So extended bidding used to be that you had to place an initial bid before the extended bidding period started to then be part of extended bidding. Now it's all access. So even if you haven't placed a bid, you can now bid from 7 p.m. Eastern onwards, all the way up to basically when things are ending now. So what happens is extended bidding, the first window is 7 till 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I think I said Eastern there, I meant Pacific. And then it goes down to 5-minute increments. So it's then 7 till 7:35. And basically what it means, at 7 p.m. Pacific time, if there is no bid between 7 p.m. and 7:30, the item will end at 7:30. If there is a bid, it will be pushed into that next window, which is 7:30 till 7:35. Again, if there's no bid, it will end at 7:35. If there is a bid, it will then push from 7:35 till 7:40. And then what happens at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 a.m. our time, which is what you're seeing now, it goes to minute windows. So you have to place your bid in that minute window to push it into the next window. If there's no bid placed, it will end. Once you start watching it and seeing it, it becomes a bit clearer. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Still going right there. So right here you see it's all red. So it says bid needed to extend items. So if none of these are bid on, they will end. Buyer's premium will go on top of this, and it will end in the next 40 seconds.
For example, if you go to the ETB, so if you bid on that ETB right now,
that will go green.
You would be winning. And it would go into the next window. So then it gives people another minute to bid. And if they don't bid, then you win it.
Yeah.
But say it goes into the next window, which is in 20 seconds, and then someone else bids, it then will go into another window where if you don't bid,
it then just starts pushing.
Then that person wins. So,
and obviously at this point they then put it down to minute windows because obviously it's already been doing an hour basically of the extended bidding, and then they start shortening it just to get it going to close the auction basically.
So that has now ended.
Yeah. So there we go. There was no bid and it's been sold. Buyer's premium gets popped on top, which is 20%. And I said Eastern Carolina, and I've hit an all-time low right there. So 336 right there. Let's give this a little refresh and see where we are. There are 20 items left still. So we're both out for last card standing. I don't think we asked the butler what his last card standing was.
What's the last one there?
No. Go on.
We've got 20.
There's 20 cards and I'm not telling you what any of them are, so. No, don't cheat.
There's a Mankey, Pikachu, Jigglypuff.
Right, we'll hold on for the next bidding window, see where we are. So guys, just a reminder, next week, make sure you are getting involved. You can actually navigate to next week's auction. If you click on the link pinned at the top of the chat, and then on the filter down here, it's currently filtered to auction 64. Just filter it to auction 65, and you'll be looking at next week's items. You can keep an eye on that all through the week. You can bid on your items if you want. And then that Rayquaza's at $21,000. Next week is going to be big. Okay, so we're down to 19 right here. So yeah, you can use your filter right here to choose the auction. When you're looking at the auctions, always make sure you're looking at the correct auction, because they have 2 listed at a time. They've got the current week and the week ahead. So keep an eye throughout. Obviously, keep an eye out for my Instagram story as well. I think I might do a poll this week as to what people's top items are. And as always, like we said, it's not just Pokemon. They got a little bit of everything. They got sports. They've got other TCG video games. There's a lot going on, and there's also you can search by PSA, you can search by CGC. These are a few new features that they've added, because I know there's some people that only like PSA cards, so that way it means that you're not looking at everything you don't want to see in between, basically. So yeah, that's basically how it works. So massive thank you to everyone who has jumped in this evening. It has been fun. This has definitely been one of the hotter auctions with some of the items that we've had available.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But next week is looking crazy as well. We've got a PSA 10 Gold Star Rayquaza, guys.
Evolution's case.
More gold stars. And AK, congrats on your ETBs today. It was very fun and interesting to watch those. We haven't seen a whole ETB collection like that go up, which is why I love watching these. Gladiator, welcome in. Thank you guys for raiding. Appreciate you. Just as we're coming to an end here on our PWCC auction, but do make sure you come along next week. So that's 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and 2 a.m. UK time. We will be here. We will be here streaming, and we will know whether Dean has won the European Championships or not. I cannot wait. Let's pray for him. If you're going to be at the Championships next week, we look forward to seeing you. We'll be there all weekend hanging around. But I think we're going to call it there, guys. We'll do one more little refresh, see where we are. And shout out to everyone who picked up some stuff tonight. Congratulations. And congratulations to everyone that has been sold some stuff. Yeah, and massive shout out to PWCC as always for running the hottest auctions in the hobby. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you again next week. Good night, everyone.